Well, it finally happened, guys. Universal Great Britain was officially announced today by the British government, the Bedford government, and Universal themselves. Universal Beijing is going to start construction in 2026 and it's set to open in 2031, giving it a 5-year construction timeline, which is on the same timeline as Epic Universe. Epic Universe began the prep work and groundwork in 2018, paused due to the COVID pandemic, but was originally supposed to open in 2023. So, a nice 5-year timeline, 2026 to 2031, makes perfect sense for this UK park. This UK park will be located in Bedford and will encompass a lot of community benefits, including the hiring of 80% of a local workforce, the addition of a new train station, and much more. According to the Hollywood Reporter, this this development is going to produce an economic output of 50 billion pounds, which is about $64 billion in American dollars. The theme park is not the only thing that will be developed. At first, it will be developed, but this whole development is 476 acres and it will have room for a city walk and eventually a second gate. What is being developed right now is the theme park and a 500-room hotel that will be at the entrance to the theme park. But as we'll go in the concept art, we'll see it's like on the side of the entrance. It's a very interesting design here, and we're going to break it all down right now. So here is the concept art of the entire park. And you see, the first thing it probably reminds me of is Islands of Adventure over at Universal Orlando Resort and also Universal Beijing. Universal's starting to get this design language. Epic Universe is obviously different, but this design language with their typical parks where there's a nice body of water in the middle and land surrounding it. I quite like it. I do like the nice body of water in the middle. Perfect for like nighttime shows and just overall beauty. And it really sets the stage and can make other lands like Jurassic World immersive. So it's pretty awesome. Now we're gonna go over my spec map of what these lands and attractions are. Some are pretty obvious, some are not, and if some of them have been going, some spec maps have been going around online already. So I've taken all of those and given my input on what is going on. So let's go ahead and start with the beginning. The beginning is Hollywood Boulevard, and that's just like what we have at our park and other Universal parks, other new Universal parks. It's Hollywood Boulevard, and this is where the hotel comes in. This is gonna be a Hollywood themed hotel, and you notice, um, it's pretty interesting. This is like a shorter version of what our hotel at Universal Studios Hollywood was is gonna look like. Again, mentioned I've caught a peek of some unofficial concept art, and yeah, it looks like our version looks like a taller version of this hotel here. Our hotel in Hollywood looks like a taller version of this hotel. So makes sense because this hotel is themed to Hollywood and it's in Hollywood Boulevard. We're gonna go to the left and go clockwise and end on to the right. So we're gonna start to the left hand side of Hollywood Boulevard. You go off, you encounter the lake, and then you go ahead and make a left turn. Now, a few people on the spec maps, on their own spec maps, have said this is Trolls, and others have said this is Paddington. There's a whole illumination area with looks like different IPs and other than minions. So I'm gonna actually put Trolls over there. If Trolls were to make probably a meet and greet appearance or some sort of small attraction, it would be over there. And we'll get to that. But I'm gonna go with Paddington here. I think Paddington is a really good shot being in this park. It's based in the UK. It's a very popular franchise. Um, they also want some UK brands because a lot of people from the UK go over to Orlando to Universal Orlando. So they want something to, no, they don't want to take away from that. They want people to go to Universal Orlando and also Universal UK. So they want unique IPs, and this is something I've been hearing for a while. They want unique IPs that they don't have anywhere else, and Paddington would be a perfect choice. So I think this will be a Paddington area right next to the front entrance to the left hand side. Next up is pretty obvious. Well, it didn't start off as obvious, but now, as people have been looking into it, pretty obvious and probably the most hotly anticipated. And this is Hill Valley. Yeah, Universal's going in on all old IPs lately, which is fantastic. I mean, just look at FanFest nights, and the Mega Movie Parade at Universal Orlando. Yeah, Back to the Future is coming, and it's coming in a big, big way. Via permit documents, they have rights to build up to 300 feet tall in this particular area, and you see a massive spike on this Intamin Blitz coaster. This is gonna be a DeLorean coaster, probably gonna go 88 miles per hour because why not? Why would you have all the space in the world and a Back to the Future land that you're building from the ground up and not have a coaster that goes 88 miles per hour? The surrounding land, it almost looks like a mini land though, because the biggest thing is the coaster and the rest is kind of small. But it'll be at just a hill valley area with, I'm sure, Doc's Chicken and a whole bunch of other goodies there. And I'm sure Courthouse Square will be in there as well. Next up is very obvious, and that is Jurassic World. What's pretty cool though is it looks like the Jurassic World ride from Beijing is coming here in that nice massive show building, which is awesome because I don't want to fly to Beijing. That's far. I would do it, but it's much closer for me to fly to the London in the UK, which I've never been to the UK. I definitely want to visit. I'm just glad that we have this world class dark ride very close to us, or not very close, much closer to us than over in China. So that's very exciting as well. Also, looks like we have a massive Camp Cretaceous like play area, or like Camp Jurassic play area over there, including a drop tower. Now, this is not like something like Doctor Doom's Fearfall or Tower of Terror, but I had more like a parachute drop type of drop tower, like at Toy Story Playlands and Jumpin' Jellyfish at Disney parks. It's probably those types of drop towers because it looks identical. It's two towers and in the back there, and it's a kids area, so it wouldn't make sense to have a thrilling drop tower in the back there. So that's cool. There is a thrilling attraction though, and that is the Jurassic World roller coaster. There, people have said this is another Intamin coaster, an Intamin Mega coaster. Um, and this looks like it goes over the water. Looks beautiful. Looks like a nice version of Velocicoaster. So it is Intamin. A lot of Intamin coasters here, which is awesome. And looks very nice going over the water. And I like the color scheme of green as well. So next up is the show. Looks like the park has one or two shows. There might be a live show, but there's a clear show in Miniland, I guess, and people are I thought it was Waterworld at first, and people have put that on their spec maps as well. But I actually think this could be James Bond, right? The theater itself looks bigger than Waterworld and more enclosed, and you can easily do a James Bond stunt show using the Waterworld formula, but just for an updated IP 007. And come on, it's the Universal UK. It would be silly, it would be stupid not to have some sort of James Bond representation. So I do think this is a James Bond stunt show. It could be a Waterworld stunt show, but I do think James Bond is going to take the lead here. Now, this next land is a mystery. People have mentioned everything from Wicked to Shrek to Lord of the Rings. I'm gonna go with maybe Shrek, but there's like a DreamWorks area. No, that's Paddington. So I guess the Shrek area would make sense because it is next to Illumination. People have looked at the shapes of the buildings and the architecture, and I've seen a lot more Shrek than anything else. So I'm gonna go with that again. By the way, Universal just confirmed the theme park is happening. They didn't confirm any IPs, so this is all speculation. Even if things look pretty obvious, it's still all speculation. But we're gonna go with Shrek for this one, and it looks like this Shrek land will have a nice dark ride, which is great. I've always wanted like a Shrek or Minions dark ride, so I'm glad Shrek is looking to get one in this particular area. And I'll probably include Puss in Boots and the whole Shrek universe as well. Also makes sense that Shrek is happening in here because of the new movie Shrek 5 is coming out in 2026. Next up is the Illumination Miniland area. This has like the Minions coaster, the Super Silly Funland coaster. It looks like from the movie, and it looks like it's an actual functioning coaster this time, not just like a plywood or just a art piece, which is awesome. Then there's some kind of bar or maybe some kind of water feature below. It looks like there's some kind of structure below the coaster, and it looks like there is a building for a potential Sing live show here, which would be pretty cool because I know that's been rumored to come to Hollywood for a while. But now it looks like it's coming over to the Universal UK, which is pretty awesome. And I'm sure there'll be some Trolls representation, at least a meet and greets and stuff in this area as well. And lastly, Jaws. Yes, looks like Amityville or Body of Water, but people are speculating this is Jaws, which again would make sense because Universal is going all in on their classic attractions. So a Jaws attraction in Little Miniland would be pretty awesome with the original Jaws ride or an updated version of that original Jaws ride. So, what do you guys think of this new park? Again, opening in 2031, pretty soon. It's only about 6 years away. Starting construction next year. If Epic Universe wraps up this year, then all the construction crews gonna go over there. Seems like Universal is not stopping. I absolutely love that because obviously there's lots of expansions in Orlando, Hollywood, and now UK. So what do you think about all this? What is your spec map? Let me know what lands and attractions you think are coming to the theme park based on the concept art down below. If you like this video, make sure to press that thumbs up and subscribe for more Universal UK updates as well as Disney and other theme parks you like. I do updates on all of them. And if you want to help the channel out, you can leave a super thanks down below or become a member and help for awesome perks. Other than that, guys, big news today. I'll have another Universal Fast and Furious update in the next couple of days. It's delayed because of this video, but tracks complete on Fast and Furious, so that's awesome. And as always, have a fantastic or epic day.